That's right. Welcome into the Liquid Trucking Podcast Christmas special, and thank you so much for being here. I didn't really have anything for the cold open. I just found that little thing, and I wanted to play it, and so I thought, let's just open the cold open with a little bit of a Jingle Bells whistle thing, and then I also found this, which is just labeled Christmas logo, but I thought it was a cool way to transition to the actual music that starts our Christmas special right here on the Liquid Trucking Podcast right now.
Welcome to the gold standard of podcasts for the gold standard of drivers. This is the Liquid Trucking Podcast with your host, Marcus Bridges.
What's good out there, Liquid Trucking, and welcome into the Liquid Trucking Podcast Christmas special. We are so happy to have you all here. I feel like that's worth at least an applause. I don't know. I love Christmas, man. I know there's a lot of people out there that really dislike this time of year, whether it's the weather and the short days. Christmas shopping, going to the mall is always a wild experience. Hey, at least you can do a lot of that online now. But listen, it's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite holiday. My favorite time of the year is more like autumn, fall, football season. But for sure, Christmas is the number one holiday on Marcus's list, okay? We have an awesome episode planned for you today. I've got 3 Liquid Trucking drivers joining me to talk everything Christmas. We're going to go over favorite traditions, core memories. We'll put together our Mount Rushmore of our favorite Christmas foods, and of course, send a special Christmas wish to anybody that is listening. Shortly thereafter, going to be joined by Jason Eisenman and Nick Meyer from the Plattsmouth Terminal office, and we are going to talk dad jokes. Just in case you didn't know, you have a dad joke aficionado, a guy that writes his own dad jokes, working right there at the Plattsmouth Terminal in Jason. He's always got one for you. So if you like dad jokes like I do, Jason's your guy. He's going to bring us some special dad jokes today, and Nick Meyer will join the conversation. We're going to talk about Wishlist stuff for you drivers, some cool gifts that maybe you'll get lucky and find under the tree, or maybe you can use some of those gift cards you get in your stocking to buy them for yourself. So lots of Christmas fun coming up here on this episode of the Liquid Trucking Podcast, and believe it or not, the interview with the drivers ran very long, and I'm happy because, you know what, why not spend a little bit of extra time talking to these guys, especially when we're getting to hear all these fun Christmas memories, traditions, and stories. So it's a long interview. Strap in. It's a good one. There's lots of laughs all the way through, and at the end of that interview, that's when we'll get to talking to Nick and Jason. It's a little bit of a long Christmas episode today, but it's worth every single jingle of the bell, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's get to the interview with Burt, Donut, and Thomas. Welcome back into a very festive edition of the Liquid Trucking Podcast. It is, of course, our Christmas special, as you know well by now. And I've got 3 Liquid drivers here joining us to deck the halls, if you will. Joining us first today, he's a member of the Teenage Hotline. It's been a while since we've had him in here on the show. Please welcome Burt Morris. Burt, my stickers that you gave me at the Jamboree are still really well adhered to my water bottle. They look great, man. Thanks for joining us. How you doing out there today?
I'm doing good. About to get some more of them. They're almost gone.
That's a good thing. That means people have been eating them up.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to brand them now. It's a vending business thing. So they were an experiment. You were part of an experiment.
I love it,
early
man.
Prototype.
I love it. Put me in the lab. I can always be your lab rat. Now, where can we follow you on Instagram? Because I know you got your Instagram handle on the stickers. Let's help grow your audience.
That's on Freebird. That's for Alan Freebird. And then the business one is Recovery Riders. And I'm kind of I'm in the midst of getting that up and rolling. So it's going good. I've had some I guess you would call it a windfall. My buddy sold me his business, and it's already established. Now I just spend my time reading books on business management and having ideas. So
Very cool, man.
pretty
Well,
fun.
we always love getting an update of what's going on with you drivers out there, and congrats on the new addition to the portfolio there with the business. And go give Burt a follow at Recovery Riders and at Free Burt on Instagram. Great to have you back, man. Merry Christmas, if I may say that to a man with a very good beard. I mean, do you dress up as Santa at all during the holidays, Burt?
No, but I did just get my ugly sweater in the mail. I ordered one from what's it called, Demons Behind Me.
Uh-huh.
And it's it replaces my previous Christmas sweater, which was the Wolverine from Marvel Comics.
Okay. All right. So you're a good, you know what? I know nobody's going to see this, but I'll go ahead and say it. I have on my Walmart Christmas sweater today. It's not a sweater. It's a crew neck. It's a crew neck sweatshirt that has gingerbread men all over it, and some poinsettias and stuff. It's just screen printed, but something about it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I hung my Christmas lights in this sweatshirt the other day. I like putting on a little bit of a festive sweater. So good to have you, Burt. Glad you're already in the mood for a good Christmas season. Let's welcome our next driver to the show here. We've got another driver that joins us all the time on the show, and we're happy to have him whenever he does. Mikal Donut Duncan is here. Donut, how you doing out there, man?
Not too bad. I'm actually headed up towards your way right now.
Wow, that's the second driver this week that's told me they're out towards me. Where are you at and where are you headed?
Well, I'm headed up to Idaho, but right now I'm passing through Sacramento.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're all the way over here on the left coast. What part of Idaho are you headed to?
Some random little place. Parma, I think is what it's called. I don't know.
Parma.
Parma.
Yep,
Yeah.
Parma. Familiar. You know, I grew up just over the border from Idaho, so all these little towns, I ended up, we played them in sports. We ended up in wrestling meets with them and stuff like that. And Parma is one I know about. Couldn't tell you what goes on in Parma. My guess is not much, but it's out there for sure. Idaho's got a lot of those little podunk towns scattered across the map, man.
I grew up in one of those little podunk towns in Nebraska, so I get it.
Yep, you get it. You get it. Well, safe travels as you head north. Let's welcome our third driver on. He is making his first appearance on the podcast today, and we are very happy to have him. Please welcome Thomas Goode to the show. Thomas, pleasure to have you here, man.
Hey.
Welcome to the Liquid Trucking Podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm trying to sound very professional, not like fumbling my words, but yes, I'm trying to sound more radio professional, if that makes sense.
Hey, it's totally fine, and don't worry, because you've got a former radio professional sitting here talking to you, and I will screw up today more times than you can count on all your fingers and your toes, man. So,
Yes, sir. Glad to have all 10.
Yeah, there you go. So Thomas, I understand you're still pretty new with the Liquid Squad. How long have you been driving for Liquid at this point?
Well, so far it's been almost 2 months.
And how you liking it?
Hi.
Yeah, I'm liking it. They get a little, I had to learn my plumbing technique, and so other than that, it's pretty cold and pretty good. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, well, let me give you a chance
Yeah,
here to put Donut and Burt on the spot, Thomas. Is
Yeah.
there a random question that you have that's just been getting to you, and you wanted to maybe ask an experienced driver here before we really jump into the Christmas stuff?
Yes. Okay. I have a question on the molasses. Do you have to take a picture every time you dump molasses, or do you have to you can, once you feel like it's all, the hill is all the way down for it to go, you can fill up everything and take off to get a wash? Or how does that work for you?
Yeah, you're supposed to take a picture every time, but with molasses, you're going to have some in there. Takes a while to run down, depending on the temperature. The hotter, the better,
Yeah, and especially if they send you with a rear dump, you are going to have a healthy stream.
Yeah, that's what I had today, a rear dump.
Man, they take the guy out here just 2 months in, and they're giving him the molasses. I've heard a bunch of horror stories about that stuff. They're really throwing you in the deep end of the pool there, Thomas.
Yeah, it's going get out there and swim. So, I got my life vest on and try my best.
Come up to Bardo and do some caustic. Oh, yeah. 20 degrees. Let's do some caustic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was gonna say, you guys were talking about that when I merged Thomas's call, and based on Burt breaking his torch and having a little bit of a headache, I don't know if he's gonna want to come out there and join you at Bartow.
I don't think Thomas caught that conversation.
No, probably just
a little bit of it. I heard about a torch being broken, but a little bit of it. But wow.
Hey, I got it to break free, and then I dropped my torch, and I broke my good torch head. So.
Ah, dang it. Well, at least you didn't break it slamming it off the side of the trailer in frustration, right? There's a silver lining there.
No, I just dropped it. I might have kicked it afterwards, but you'd have to check my wire. You'd have to check with the customer.
Oh, man.
Over there.
Well, you know what, guys? To all liquid drivers listening right now, I want to use what just happened here on the show as an example of definitely what can happen. That wasn't planned, that wasn't scripted, but I figured Thomas, being new at this, might have something to throw at Burt and Donut, and sure enough, he got his question answered. We can do that all day, every day on this show, so if you're interested, be sure to reach out by sending me an email, podcast@liquidtrucking.com, or if you know any of the guys that you hear on the podcast, every single one of them has my number, so get my number from them and let me know that you want to come in here and join just like Thomas did. We always appreciate you drivers taking some time out of your busy schedule to come and join us, and today we get to talk about my favorite holiday, hands down, without question. Sure, I love a good Labor Day because it means football season's here, but Christmas is my jam. I absolutely love every part of it. I love all the preparation. I love the shopping. I love wrapping presents. I love getting presents. It is a big deal to me. So, Burt, when you got back to me, the first thing you said is, I want to talk about the food. And I get it, man. The food is one of my favorite parts here, too. Are you all about Christmas as a whole, Burt, or are you mostly just waiting to eat all the good stuff?
I'm waiting to eat all the good stuff. I observe Yule, but basically that involves like a lot of feasting. Like all the holidays that I observe involve feasting. Like once I hit Thanksgiving, I get really excited. I feel really connected to
the fridge.
The fringe, my spirituality and everything.
Oh no, I didn't say the fringe. I don't want to make you feel bad for your spirituality. I said the fridge. Okay.
The fridge? Yeah, okay, the fringe. That too. I mean, it starts with Halloween, and we have a feast for Halloween. It's usually just with family and stuff, and then you get to Thanksgiving, and then we get to Christmas. And like I was telling the lady at the freaking truck stop this morning, I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to fit in these bibs. I put them on every year, and then the holidays come, and I fill them right up, man. I swell right up in these things because I do love the eating and stuff.
What are you looking forward to the most? Like, what's the main focus for Burt at the Christmas feast, or the Yule feast? Excuse me.
Either or, it's okay. I like the turkey, and deviled eggs. And my girlfriend loves to cook and bake. So, I mean, our family dynamics changed. My mom's gone. This would be the first New Year without her. She died on New Year's, passed on New Year's. And so, we're going to go through Christmas without her and all that. And I'm a little choked up about it. But, yeah, the deviled eggs. I mean, we used to, like, when Mom was around and the families, we had my dad's sister and my dad, when everybody was still around, we had, like, bigger meals, like incredible stuff, like duck and pheasant, because everybody had hunt, and like we'd have all that, and the girls would make cookies and their little dessert things, which are always fantastic. And, yeah, I don't like cranberry sauce, though.
Hey, I understand. I understand.
Stay away from that stuffing, but I love the ham. I like duck and all that. But, now we're focused on a small family, but I got a girl that I mean, she goes all out when she makes like dinners and everything. Like she's cooking for herself and posted a picture of her tater tot casserole on Facebook, and it's like all aligned, like super symmetrically. And I'm like, you made that for yourself? She's like, yeah. And then I seen other people comment on there like, she's psycho because that thing is like perfect.
Hey, you eat with your eyes before you ever eat with your stomach, so I can appreciate that.
Oh, man. Yup.
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
Well, Burt, I hope that you get to eat your fill, and I will say, I'm sorry about the loss of your mother, and I hope that you guys can still relive those traditions and all the memories that you have over this holiday season, man. And it's never easy.
It's been nice. My brothers and everybody, our girlfriends and wives are all kind of coming together and taking Mom's place, and we're getting back to having family gatherings. We had a good sized gathering at my brother's for Thanksgiving and stuff, and I thank them girls for that.
Yep.
That they're picking up that baton for her, and yeah, it's really nice because I do love family stuff.
That's awesome, man. And what a better time, or there's no better time than Christmas to bring them all together and get everybody in the same room, right?
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. So the food is where Burt's
Eat till you fall asleep.
There you go. The food is where Burt's focus is. Now, I'm going to go to Donut here next, and knowing what I know about Donut, I'm guessing the food is probably a big focus at your family gathering over the Christmas holiday as well, Donut.
Yeah, it is. It's something my nanny did. So family tradition, we do presents on Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day is all about snacking and food. It's about the whole family being together and chatting and eating good food, and everybody brings something.
That's awesome.
I do most of the cooking.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Everybody else brings a little something.
I was going to say, man, you had me pause there for a second because I'm like, wait, is this supposed to mean that everybody brings something so you're not spending 8 hours in the kitchen? I don't buy it. You're spending all that time in the kitchen, aren't you?
I actually, I will start all the food prep on my end on like the 22nd.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of prep, man. Well, and don't forget, thaw that damn turkey. I just want everybody here that didn't learn their lesson over Thanksgiving to understand it's going to take a week to thaw a 13-pound turkey in the fridge, okay? I learned that lesson every single damn year, and I end up thawing it for the last day in the sink. I had to stay up with my turkey overnight to keep icing it down in the sink so that it didn't get too warm the day before Thanksgiving. So everybody take one out of my book, take a page right now, mark it down on your calendar when to get that turkey thawing, right, Donut? Because that's something that can ruin your whole dinner. I mean, Burt, he only cares about the turkey. If that thing's frozen on the 24th, you're screwed.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to deep fry it, then you have a turkey bazooka.
Right. We've learned a lot of lessons about how to handle turkey on this podcast, okay? Or better I say, how not to handle turkey on this podcast. Let's put it that way. But so what's the feast involved, Donut? You've got prep work that's starting 3 days prior. What are you guys eating?
For Christmas Eve, there's a bunch of candies and stuff. We do on Christmas Eve. We do grandma's peanut butter balls, bread, peanut brittle. She has this recipe for a topping for mini pizzas that we put on French bread pizzas, and that has to sit for like 2 days to really get the flavor.
Okay, I love a good French bread pizza, man. So good.
I'm glad I got my snacks.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna be damn hungry after this interview, but okay, man. And so, and Donut, you had a ton of people for Thanksgiving. Are you expecting the same size of gathering for Christmas?
No, I wasn't home for Thanksgiving, but my partners, they went over to my cousin's place and had Thanksgiving with the nephews. That whole situation's weird. So one of my foster brothers married one of my cousins. So my nephews are also like cousins. So it's interesting.
It's just a few, different looking branches on the family tree. I won't even call them strange. I'll just say different.
Yeah, well, at least there's no biology here.
Yeah, that tree
Not
never
on this
grows
side
back.
of my family.
Yeah, well, that tree never grows back into itself, right? That's what we're making sure, is that the
No.
branches keep moving
Yeah,
away
no.
in some fashion. So,
Genetically, yes. Relationship-wise, it's a little convoluted.
yeah, it's complicated. That's why they have that as an
Yeah.
option on Facebook. It's complicated. You can put that as the
Yeah.
option.
That's definitely my family. Sure.
Awesome, man. Well, that sounds like it's going to be a fun one there at your house. Let's go over to Thomas here. Thomas, what kind of traditions are you and the family getting into? Do you like your time in the kitchen? Are you a guy that cooks a lot, like Donut and myself, or are you
Yeah.
are you just eating the food? What's it like at your house for Christmas?
Yeah. First, they'll call. My fiance, she'll call in there for the money to be put in the bank, so so she can go buy a lot of food. That's
Yeah.
the first thing.
Yep.
And then at the same time I get there and cook, and I like cooking turkey, ham, and different things of that nature. She more in the sides and the sweet stuff like that. Yeah, it's just having the family together, and my sister, my brother, they'll come over, my nieces, and my nephew. Then I have my granddaughter. It's her first Christmas, and so she'll be over, and I'll be able to try to feed her a little mashed potatoes or something. Something about the granddaughter just make it melt.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Right into a puddle, man. Right into especially
Exactly.
sitting there at Christmas feeding them mashed potatoes, right?
yeah, they'll feed her a little mashed potatoes, and I love eating ham. I like the sparrow ham, so eat the ham, and then the next morning make some ham and eggs, a little
Yeah.
hash brown and onions. So yeah, just having a family, man, and being around your loved ones, and just having a good time, great time. And like Christmas Eve, we're all dressed up. This year we're supposed to dress up in different pajamas, different families dress up in different pajamas, and we hand out gifts, grab the bag, and grabbing them out the bag, and do the gifts or whatever the case may be. She has it all planned, so I'm just gonna, provide by working hard with liquid trucking and putting the money in the bank.
There you go. There you go. Put the
Yeah.
money in the bank, man. I love it.
Yes,
the
sir.
the pajama thing is always cool. I've heard a lot of families do that, buy either matching or funny PJs and stuff. That's great. And I love a good ham, man. And you are taking the page right out of my book. Nothing better than a nice big plate of ham and eggs with some of that leftover spiraled ham the next day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's what I'll be doing.
That's what's up.
Enjoying the food, and just waiting on family to come through, and just having a great time. It's just something like say the holidays brings joy. Your family that's missed, you reminisce about the things you had going on with them and things of that nature. And like I miss my dad, stuff like that. So it's just having just a camaraderie with everybody and just laughing, enjoying each other.
Yep, that's what it's all about, man. Well, it was funny. I had a question locked up, and I was gonna say, "Do you have any kids?" Then you told me your granddaughter was coming over, so I answered that one. But I'll ask you, how many kids do you have? I know you got the granddaughter, but how many kids?
Yeah. Well, I have three girls. But now me and my fiance would have got together. We are the Black Brady Bunch, and now she had 4. And I got 3, and so we got 7 all together.
Dang, man.
So we got
Oh,
5, 6 girls and 1 boy.
Oh, that poor kid.
6 girls, yes,
man.
for him. Yeah, we got him in football.
Okay, good, because he never stood a chance, man. He never stood a chance.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's all good.
That's awesome. Well, I hope it's going to be a great gathering at the Goode residence for Christmas, and just love hearing all these traditions. And it makes me wonder, guys, because I've got a few of these memories that are locked in with me, and some of them, granted, are from being a child, not like a high school kid, but an actual child. And I want to ask you guys about your favorite Christmas memory. And I've got two that I want to give you real quick while you're thinking about it, just to kind of stoke the fire here. But when I was a kid growing up, my parents had this pellet stove that heated the house, right? And the Christmas tree always sat right next to it. And it did a great job heating the house, but right in front of that thing would get like 85 degrees, right? Just nice and toasty. And I think probably for a solid decade of my childhood, I would wait until I knew my parents were asleep and I had figured that Santa had already visited, because I didn't want to mess up the flow of things. But my ass was always sleeping out in front of that pellet stove. At like 2 a.m., I would just go out there and lay down because I was so excited to get into digging into, opening presents and stuff like that. So I still, to this day, at 41 years old, have trouble going to sleep on Christmas Eve. And that should just give you, I've never grown up. I'm just a 41-year-old child, let's be honest. But that's one of the things that I always remember as like a core Christmas memory. And I also have one more that I got to share just because I think it's a cool story. My brother-in-law actually proposed to my sister on Christmas Eve. And the way that he did it, she had no idea. She came home back to Enterprise, Oregon, back where we grew up. We were there at the house, my parents' house, and it came time for Christmas Eve Mass, right? I grew up Catholic, so the Catholics a lot of times will have a Mass on Christmas Eve pretty late. It's like a 10 p.m. or 7 p.m. Mass sometimes. So my sister was huge on family tradition, and she was just like, hey, let's go, get in the car, we're going to church. And I had to look her in the face that year and say, no, I'm not going. And she was like, what the hell are you talking about? You're not going. And, it became like a little bit of a fight. The truth was I had to stay back and hide her soon-to-be fiance in this little tiny podunk town that we grew up in where everybody knows everybody, and if they see him, somebody's going to see her at church and go, oh, I didn't know your boyfriend was in town, and it's going to ruin the whole thing. So after I fought with my sister about not going to church, we went and got a big wrapped box that Todd, my brother-in-law, had put together. It was a easy chair box, so for like a lazy boy, and it was fully wrapped and it was open on the bottom. So we put him inside of that. And the deal was we just had this big present for my sister Mackenzie to open. Well, we didn't think about how my sister kind of likes the pomp and circumstance. Like, she saw the gift and then she wanted to talk about it a little bit before she opened it. And we had put it right in front of that pellet stove. So Todd is in a box with like a Christmas sweater and a Santa hat sitting in front of an 85-degree pellet stove as my sister pontificates and has fun and talks about, you guys are too good. Why are you doing this to me? And so finally she goes to open it. I've got the video camera. Mom and dad are there. My grandparents are there. As she goes to open it, he pushes the top up because he's running out of oxygen, let's be honest. And she literally runs over the top of me like a football player. Like, it's on video. I mean, just ran right out of the room. Long story short, she said yes, and it's always been one of my favorite memories. Sitting down there when I was supposed to be at Mass with my family on Christmas Eve, I instead was playing poker with my soon-to-be brother-in-law and drinking beer. So, core Christmas memory for me there, guys. But you've listened to my memories, had a chance to think about your own. Burt, I'm going to go back to you first. You got a core Christmas memory in there that you can tell us about that really sticks with you?
Oh, yeah, but it's, I don't know, kind of like, I'm not sure if I got the name of the movie right, but, the one where the kid shoots his eye out, or he's going to shoot his eye out. That's kind of how my family was.
Okay.
So one Christmas, I basically as an only child, right? My brother was born when I was 5, right? And so about the time he was 5, I think I got this like Stretch Armstrong, the little muscle guy that you pull.
His arms stretch out to forever, man.
Right. Well, my brother really wanted it, and he was like, whining and crying about it and stuff. And we were running around the living room, and I pushed him into the fireplace. Not the fire. He hit his head on the corner of the fireplace, right? And it put this nice cut right there. And my mom, we weren't going to the emergency room or nothing on Christmas. So my mom made me hold the cut shut while she stitched it. She stitched this wound in his forehead closed, right? And so I had to watch him the rest of the day with these stitches that Mom made in his head, and I gave him my Stretch Armstrong because I felt so bad. And for years, you could see the scar from that. Probably still can today. It's probably real faded, but yeah. And I just remember how bad I felt, and that I had to stand there and hold his little cut shut so we didn't have to interrupt Christmas and go to the frickin' hospital. And he got my Stretch Armstrong just the way. Well, he had to bleed a little for it, but he got it.
Hey, man, anything worth having's worth bleeding for, right?
Oh man, and that's him and I or whatever. We've had a couple of fights during the holidays too. It's like, yeah, didn't go out to Chinese food or nothing, but yeah, we had the fights and shooting each other with BB guns kind of life. So.
Well, sounds like it was never a dull moment in your household with 10-year-old Burt and his 5-year-old brother.
It was not a dull moment at all.
That's a great one, man.
I don't know if that's a good memory, but it's
a core memory. Forget it. It's a core memory.
Definitely.
That's what matters.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Definitely.
Donut, like I said, last time we asked you for a core memory, you were taking cover behind a porch during Turkey Mageddon. So tell me about your Christmas core memory.
All right, I'll give you two. One short and sweet and sentimental, and the other is why you don't let your cousins try to think things through.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's just the core of every Christmas with my family when my nanny and Papa were still around. It was, Papa's got everybody sitting down watching A Christmas Story, which is the movie you were thinking of.
Yep.
Has us watching A Christmas Story on Turner Classic Movie on repeat for 48 hours.
Oh my God. So he wouldn't change it. He's just because they do. You're right on Turner. They run that movie just back to back to back to back. He wasn't good after the first watch.
There is a 4-hour break for the original Star Wars. I don't know why that started, but we do it every Christmas.
Okay, that's good.
The original Star Wars: A New Hope. There's a 4-hour break for that, and then or two or four. I don't know. And then it's back to A Christmas Story. And then Grandma's working in the kitchen and playing with the kids, and we got the one cousin being not part of the family because she's just there for the presents and the food and doesn't care about anybody else. Everybody's got one.
Everybody's got one. Man. So did you have once your grandpa was no longer around? Did you have somebody else in the family pick up that turn on the Christmas Story tradition and get everybody sat down?
No, we didn't. We don't do A Christmas Story anymore because Grandpa killed that, and we claim it's for sentimental reasons that we just don't want. We just don't want to pervert those memories. But really, we're just so sick and tired of that. So instead, we have this classic Christmas movie set that we all watch, no matter where we are, whether we're in the same place or my sister in Texas, my mom in South Dakota, and me in Nebraska. We all sit down and watch that same. My mom made sure we all had a copy of it. So we all sit down and we watch it, and it includes Nestor the Christmas Donkey.
Oh, nice. That's a underrated and underappreciated, I think.
Every year we have to watch that one. If nothing else, we have to watch Nestor the Christmas Donkey. My partners, they cry every year and accuse me of torture, and I'm like, hey, at least you only have to watch this movie once.
Yeah, right, and not on repeat.
Yes. So that's the epitome of Christmas for me. It's the same thing, and it's something that we could always bank on, and everybody was close except Jerry. But yeah, and then there was the advent of inflatable lawn ornaments or Christmas decorations.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man.
That damn thing killed a spot in my lawn like 3x4, and it took like a year and a half to get it back.
Yes, but I'm talking before the air pump ones, the nice little extremely flammable ones. I'm talking the old plastic blow-up doll style ones.
Oh, okay.
It's flammable.
Yeah, those are a little bit tougher to work with.
Yeah, well, you see, one of my cousins decided that they wanted to inflate that thing really fast. So instead of using an air pump, instead of taking turns trying to inflate it like old-fashioned, spare inflatable mattresses,
Right.
instead of using a bike pump, he went and got an oxygen tank.
I like him.
Boy, we already said
he connected the
flammable.
hose.
We said flammable, right?
Yeah. I didn't I? Okay, so he hooks this thing up to it, turns the nozzle, it inflates. Perfect. He unhooks everything, and then plugs it in.
Oh, no. Spark,
And
oxygen.
as the light clicks on, Frosty the Snowman became Frosty the Fireball. And my grandma, who had been spending the entire day going, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Yeah, dude. Are you sure you want to
Decoration.
fill this with pure unadulterated oxygen? Have you thought about filling it with, I don't know, ethanol or something else more
Yeah.
flammable?
Yeah. So Manny, who is usually right up front, ready for the lights, she's always excited about the light show, is in the kitchen while everybody else, most of the rest of the family is either in the front yard or in the front room. Grandma's in the kitchen, and as soon as he goes, "All right, I'm about to plug him in," I watch my nanny's hands go up over her ears. Frosty rattled the house.
I imagine so. Your
awesome.
I love your nanny already, man, because she's gonna let you guys. She's gonna let you trip and fall. She's not gonna tell you, "Hey, look out for the crack." She's gonna let you learn your lesson. It sounds like.
Oh, I was right there with her. I learned a long time ago. She says, "Are you sure?" The answer should be no, and you should be anywhere but there.
That's awesome.
You know, the more holiday stories we hear from you, Donut, the more I think about that scene from the Santa Claus with Tim Allen when they're in the Denny's and he sees the other divorced dad and he waves at him and the dad waves and he's got his whole hand bandaged up from burning it trying to cook the turkey. Like it's shades of that with these adventures you have over the holidays, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's man, combine the Clampets, Jeff Foxworthy, and Christmas with the Cranks, and that's pretty much my whole family.
That's a good way to put it, man. That's a good way to put it. Well, thank you for bringing those. I knew they were going to be good. I didn't expect Burt's to be as good as it was either, but this is why I asked, man. We all have these core memories that just for some reason they make us well up with the excitement of Christmas. And Thomas, I'm coming to you next, man. You got any core memories like this? Now, you don't have to get hurt or almost get hurt for it to be a good memory, just so you know, because it's your first time here with us, Thomas. But what can you share with us here as far as core Christmas memories?
Well, my Christmas memory is not my Christmas memory story is not as good as donuts, but we had a
few are. If you want me to be he's also ducked launched turkeys before, so we're working with a different tier of memories here when we talk about Donut. Okay, so put him on a pedestal a little bit.
Right. So my dad said, we're going to go to Kansas City. So we'll stay in Citytown, Georgia, going to Kansas City. So he said, we're going to go get a U-Haul. We're going to have to go have Christmas up here with his sister. And so we was like, okay. So we got everything packed up. I guess he had a little bit too much of spirits, you could say, or eggnog. And we get up the highway, and people coming by the station wagon, the station wagon with the wood grain on the side.
Oh, yeah.
So the people come by the station wagon waving them down like, hey, you dropping something out your little U-Haul they pulling.
Oh no.
So come to find out, he done dropped all the Christmas stuff out the U-Haul. We had to turn around, go by and pick up whatever we see on the side of the highway,
Oh
put
no.
it and put in the U-Haul. Then go back. Him and my mom, you already know how that go. They had it. You know, you should have been drinking all the eggnog. Woo, 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 woo. And so he get back. We get back to the house, unload everything. And so my grandmama and them had to get together and go rush real quick and get stuff together so we have Christmas back home. Cause now my dad and mom they had it. And so me and my brother, we got some matching. Have you ever remember them Bigfoot trucks?
Oh yeah.
The little shifter at the top.
Yep.
So me and my little brother got the little Bigfoot shifter, and it just looked like we just a real nice Christmas. And so that was one of my good memories. Just seeing my dad trying to get it together and put his stuff together. And we get our little Bigfoot toys, you know, and we just go outside and play in the dirt, stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty memorable. But other than that, that was about. And another one, got to see my first time seeing my daughters when they got a little older, started to enjoy the Christmas.
Yeah.
Because you know, you buy when they're little babies, they just looking at you like, well, what's that? What we do with this? You know. But when they finally could realize, know how to play with toys, and I had 3 girls, so number kitchenettes and Barbie dolls and dolls and more dolls and clothes. So that was yeah. So that was pretty much it.
It's awesome how like things can go wrong for the whole family, but because that Bigfoot toy was exactly what you wanted, and none of that stuff matters, right? That's great. So did your dad, did he just forget to close the U-Haul? Was that what happened?
Yeah, I think he got to close the U-Haul, or he didn't lock it all the way and the lock popped off. So I don't know, but he was fairly highly you know, he was really not so good.
Yeah.
Cause my mama, you know, threw the rest of it, whatever he had left back there off on the way back to the house.
Oh, I bet, man.
Yeah.
I bet she was on top of him, especially on Christmas, man. I get it. That's great. Well, it sounds like that Christmas still went off without a hitch. It's just a little bit of a hiccup in the preparation for it. That's all.
Yep, and then family members looking at us coming over like, we wouldn't expect y'all to come here for dinner, but okay, come on in.
Yeah, right. And real quick, why is Dad's eye swollen shut there? I haven't figured that one out yet.
Well, yeah, I think I see the black guy. Yeah, I think it was a little dark up under there. He tried to put a little makeup on and try to hide it because he was in trouble, boy. He was really in trouble. And
I bet, man.
He was there, so,
you know,
yeah, 2 of them on him, yeah.
It's so funny too, as kids too. Like you know, my dad got in trouble like that a time or two when I was a kid, and it makes you realize it's like, man, I was always worried about messing with Dad, but I think Mom's the one I really need to worry about here. I don't want to cross that lady.
Yeah, I don't talk on till this day. I'm 52 years old. I just like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. Well, guys, we got to make this last part a little bit quick here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You all are busy. I know that. So let's get to Mount Rushmore here. We've been doing these Mount Rushmores on the Liquid Trucking Podcast for a few months now. And they're really fun because you basically get to just put whoever or whatever you want on it, and it gets to be yours. So what we're going to do here is our Mount Rushmore of favorite things to eat on Christmas. I was going to just do Christmas treats, but I know that Burt's excited about that turkey, and I don't want to leave anybody's favorites off here. So what I'm looking for you guys are the top 4 things that you want on your plate at Christmas, whether it be desserts, mains, sides, it doesn't matter. Build me your Mount Rushmore of Christmas goodies. And I'm going to go ahead and start here because normally I would let you guys go first, but I did mine all with treats, and I want you guys to kind of round the thing out for me with whatever you pick. So on my Mount Rushmore for my Christmas plate, it's all just diabetes, you guys. It's straight up nothing but sugar and calories. My mom makes these chocolate-covered Bavarian pretzels. You guys know the big, hard pretzels? Like they're, I don't know, about the size of a baseball maybe. and then she covers those with chocolate, and then she drizzles white chocolate over the top of it. Sometimes she's hit it with even some chocolate sprinkles before. I'm not even a real big fan. Like, you're never going to catch me with just a bag of pretzels. Like, I'm more exciting than that, I like to think. But you dip those things in chocolate, and I will eat my weight in chocolate-covered pretzels. I don't know what it is. It's something about the salt and the chocolate. So that's number one. Next to it on my Christmas Mount Rushmore. Now, if you remember on the actual Mount Rushmore, the second head actually sits the tallest, okay? And that's why I use my second spot for iced sugar cookies over Christmas. I do not care if they are cut out in the shape of a snowman, a reindeer, Santa Claus, a Christmas tree. You can make them round or just shapeless for all I care. I love a good iced sugar cookie. There's nothing better. Number 3, I might catch some flack from you guys on this one, but it's peppermint bark. Love a good peppermint bark if you can do it right. Oh my God, it's one of the best treats you'll find out there. And finally, I'm going with Christmas crack for my 4th one. Last year, what I did was I put a bunch of, they make these crackers around the Christmas holiday. They're club crackers, but they're Hawaiian, like the Hawaiian flavored, like Hawaiian rolls basically. And you lay those out on a baking sheet, and then you pour, so I did a couple different versions. I did a chocolate one where you pour melted chocolate over the top of it, let it solidify, and then you just break it up into pieces. And the other one I did was, like I made caramel, and I did caramel and chocolate and poured it all over and put it in the fridge, let it solidify. Oh my God, Christmas crack goes right to the top of the list for me. I'd never done it until last year, and now it's one of my favorite treats. So there you have it, my Mount Rushmore. Chocolate-covered Bavarian pretzels, iced sugar cookies, peppermint bark, and Christmas crack. And I'm going to cheat here and give you an honorable mention, which is divinity. I don't want my mom to hear this and go through making the divinity because she hasn't for quite a few years, and I understand why. It's a process. But if you guys have never had divinity, it's kind of like this white nougat. It's basically just sugar and egg whites beaten together, and then they let it harden. But it's amazing. So now that your mouths are all watering and you all know how diabetic I get over Christmas, let's go to Burt here for his Mount Rushmore and any thoughts on mine that you might have, Burt.
Well, I need an insulin shot.
Metformin.
I just kind of mesmerized by that whole thing. I mean, I'm not a sweets guy, so mine's pretty basic and simple. I mean, number 1, we're going to go with, like 6 deviled eggs.
Okay.
I mean, why mess around?
Yeah. Right.
And then, we're going to have mashed potatoes and gravy as a second.
And can I ask real quick on that first one before we get any further along? When you say 6 deviled eggs, you do not mean 3, like 6 halves. You mean 6 whole deviled eggs, meaning 12 halves, I hope.
Good Lord, you're an overachiever. No, I meant 6.
Okay, please continue.
Man, I'm surprised you're as skinny as you are.
Well, I'll tell you, man, baggy clothes can hide some rolls, let me tell you. You saw me in shorts and a big baggy shirt, man. You don't know what I'm doing under there.
Right? So, I mean, we might end up having more than 4 on my plate. But
that's okay.
Then, we got the mashed potatoes and gravy, like turkey gravy.
Mm-hmm.
I like turkey gravy. You don't need the beef gravy on the holiday. And then next to that, we're going to have some good glazed hams. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then my 4th is going to be the turkey, preferably dark meat, but I throw some white in there.
Okay.
And last but not least is a good green bean casserole with the crunchy noodles on there and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it completely doesn't sound as delicious and mesmerizing as yours, Marcus. And I'm having a hard time thinking of mine because I'm still stuck on yours and all the sweet sugary stuff. Like, I overloaded this weekend because it was my birthday, and I got
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I had like this fudge dessert and ice cream and Applebee's, and then my girlfriend made me one, and I feel bad because I don't eat a lot of sweets. I ate my ice cream and the fudge thing, but I'm not a sweet guy. I'm more of a a savory kind of guy, you know.
That's
But
okay.
yeah,
That's okay.
that
Because
sounded really beautiful, and I'm probably going to go to sleep thinking about your food.
well, that's all you have to do is think about that much sugar, and it will put you into a diabetic nap. So that totally makes sense, man. But I'm glad that your Mount Rushmore had the more savory and traditional things on it, because that's important for Christmas here too. And listen, my mouth's watering. I could go for some mashed potatoes and gravy 24/7, all day, every day. Whenever you put them in front of me, I could do that. So you're right.
yeah.
I am a bit of an overachiever. And the doctor, well,
It was amazing.
He
It was like romantic. It was.
you should see me eat it, Burt. You think it's romantic to hear me talk about it?
Oh man.
All right, Donut. How about you, man? Mount Rushmore of your favorite Christmas foods.
I'm going into a food coma just listening to the two ears.
Yep.
Well, there's obviously the mashed potatoes and gravy. If it's true for Thanksgiving, it is true for Christmas. If it isn't there, I'm not happy.
Yep.
Then turkey, but it either has to be done it either has to be prepped the way I do it or cooked the way my nanny did. Like when it's prepped the way I do it, it doesn't matter if you smoke it, fry it, or bake it. It turns out great because I do this a lot of butter. A lot of butter.
Yep.
Like I'll put, I make, like I said last time, I make my own butter for seasoning turkey with the Italian garlic, onion powder, and a few other things that I'm not going to tell you. It's my secret.
I'm going to get that recipe.
And I actually make my own. Yeah. And I actually make my own butter with the spices in it. Then I peel up the skin, rub down the turkey directly, then on the skin, and no matter how you cook it, it ends up being a lot more juicy and a lot more like tender.
Yeah,
even the white meat.
I bet.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got mashed potatoes and gravy. We've got turkey, but only if it's prepped by you and your Nana, which is slightly offensive to me and my smoked honey butter turkey that I made over Thanksgiving, but I'll get over it. What else is going on your plate?
I've never had your honey butter turkey, so I wouldn't know if it makes the list.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But I've had my mother cook. I've had my sister cook, and I had my stepdad cook. And I'm telling you, if it isn't Nanny or me and it's my family, I don't want it.
So we're not going to shout them out on this podcast because we don't want them to hear that you said that, right?
Absolutely. No, I want them to hear, so they'll leave it to me.
Okay, so a little bit of shame.
Stop taking my role.
Yeah, a little bit of shame gets you the best turkey that you'll ever have, okay? Think about it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Just live with it, y'all. I know you listen to this, or if you don't, you should. I send it to you.
All right, so item number 3?
Item number 3, candied yams.
Candied yams. That's something that I figured was going to show up here. I got to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not a sweet potato guy. I'm not a yam guy. But at Christmas, again, and Burt, this is a little bit of a flashback here. You put enough sugar on anything, I'll eat it, you know? So I can rock.
Yeah, my mom, my nanny, and I one year, we didn't have everything we needed. So we did something a little different. We didn't have any brown sugar. Do you know what has a lot of brown sugar in it?
Maple syrup.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
Good thinking. Yeah. Okay, so
we used we mix a little bit of powdered sugar in a can of Dr. Pepper to give it a more syrupy texture. Poured it over top, then did the normal marshmallow cover, and baked that stuff up. I don't do it without a Dr. Pepper now.
I mean, you just gave me an idea on how to drink my next Dr. Pepper.
You and your diabetes. If you don't have it, you will.
Yep. All right, item number 4 for your Mount Rushmore.
It's a honey cherry glazed ham.
Oh,
that's the number 4.
Damn, that sounds good, man.
we have too many people in our family who either have an aversion to pineapple or an allergy to it even.
Oh, okay.
So we had to find a way to get that kind of tenderness on the ham without the acidity of the pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
So, we found out honey and onion, and we didn't want to put onion on it. They have enzymes that work very similarly to the acidity of citric fruits.
Interesting.
So we smothered it, and we wanted it to have a more fruity. So we pureed a bunch of cherries, mixed it in with honey, and poured that warm over the ham. Let it sit for about a day. Pop it in the oven, and yes,
man, that sounds damn good. I might have to try that. I'm not on the hook for cooking any meat over Christmas this year. My mom's, I'm sure she's going to do a rib roast like she always does. So, but damn, that sounds good. I think I've been taking notes here, fellas. This has been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got
it's very scientific.
Yes, 2 savory plates here, but one of them had a little bit of sweetness on it with the candied yams and the cherry honey ham there. Thomas, it's time for you to bring us home, my friend. What is going on your Mount Rushmore for Christmas?
Well, ham, turkey. Ham and turkey.
Okay.
Mixed greens. I love chicken dressing or dressing, turkey dressing. And a red velvet cake with walnuts.
Okay, red velvet cake with walnuts. That sounds damn good, man. That sounds you know, you did us a favor here, Thomas. You brought the first vegetable, like legit vegetable that wasn't covered and baked in sugar, to the table here. Now, when you say mixed greens, what kind of mixed greens are you guys having around the holidays?
It's just collard greens and not spinach, but turnips.
Oh, turnips. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So that's your Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cut up some turkey butt or turkey neck, shred it and put it in there with a little sugar, not that much, and butter.
Well, I mean, we got to have sugar. Listen to the conversation. We knew you were going to put sugar in there just for us, right? Just for me.
You perk up every time someone mentions sugar, don't you?
I really do, man. I really do. Used to take me to a Greasy Spoon diner, and I'd be eating the Sweet and Low packets, man. I know it's not sugar, but it's sweet like sugar, so just get it in me. That was the...
So what you're saying is we need to keep you away from antifreeze?
Well, I haven't tried it, but now you've given me an idea, so...
Oh, man.
You are why we have warning labels.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little paralysis won't hurt, huh?
Not if I can time the paralysis with my after dinner nap, I should be able to wake up just fine, right? I mean, it might be 48 hours later, but who's counting, right? We're off work. It's the holidays, so all right, fellas. This has been a lot of fun, man. We got to get to our final thoughts segment. As always with these holiday episodes, they always run long. I greatly appreciate you guys sticking around with me the whole time here. Burt, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We always love having you on the show. I want to remind you guys to go give Burt a follow at Recovery Riders and at Free Burt on Instagram. He's doing a lot of cool stuff over there. Burt, final thoughts from you before we let you go today, my friend.
I just hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and they're with their families. Be safe and get home to your families, man.
You want to wish anybody that might be listening a Merry Christmas?
Oh, I'm going to give a shout out to Caitlin because I know you were impressed with her when she came on. We did the podcast with her, but she has not let up at all in high school. She's still on her roll. She's going to state this weekend for drama. They got second in their production they did this Saturday, and she got an email from one of her teachers, and they're like, I don't know where she gets it, but she runs from orchestra to drama and then to honors English. and does not take a lunch. So, yeah,
Wow.
that little kid's a zest.
Yeah, that star is shining bright already, man.
Yeah, so I give a shout out to her.
Awesome.
And my girlfriend for the good foods that she's about to cook again.
Well, thanks for being here, Burt. Merry Christmas to you and yours. And, of course, you can always let Caitlin know she's welcome back on the Liquid Trucking Podcast whenever she wants to make her second appearance.
She'll probably do something where she needs to come on.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Burt. Donut, we'll go to you for final thoughts. Merry Christmas to you and yours, my friend. As always, thanks for the time.
Thank you. Just a thing about the play thing. Those play competitions are no joke.
No, they aren't.
Those people will go full out.
Yep, drama kids are a real. I mean, you said it, Burt. They're a possessed bunch. They get really into it, and they really dedicate themselves to their craft.
She was crying at the end of it, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And I'm not used to people that cry because they're happy, but that's what it was. I'm like, "Oh, I get it," you know.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yes, they are a wild bunch.
Yep, they are. Sorry, Donut, didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah, get it.
It's all good. Look, the play that took my troop to state, we didn't win, but we made it there. I was walking around for the entire 3-6 months that we were preparing for that, walking around talking in an Irish accent the entire time.
Oh,
so
fun.
I get the seriousness. Yeah, because I had to have an Irish accent for the play. But all I really have to say is, blessed Yule, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas to everyone. Now, be in, and like Burt said, be safe out here. Get home safe to your family, and I hope everybody has a great holiday season.
Well said there, Donut. Again, thank you for the time, and want to echo that sentiment again. Be safe out there. The roads are really, really starting to get hairy in certain places in the United States. We want all you guys to make it home to your family safe, so please do keep an eye out for safety and crazy four-wheelers, because they are going to be out there, and they are not going to care about you gentlemen. Thomas, it's your first appearance on the podcast, man. Typically, when somebody comes on the first time, they spend, 20, 30 minutes on here. I've kept you on for a solid hour, my friend. Thank you so much for coming and doing this with me. I hope you had as much fun here as I had bringing you on. Final thoughts from you today, and Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Thank you. I absolutely had a great time with you guys. I just want to tell everybody, man, that just like they say, just be safe out there, drivers. My liquid trucking drivers, man, I appreciate y'all. When I call, or the trainers, or the crew, I just appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all just showing me love, and get me on the right path. And I thank Liquid Trucking for letting me join the team. Put me in the game, coach. So
welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard.
I appreciate all y'all. So thank you. Have a blessing, and all love to your families, and everybody be safe out there.
Thank you for that, Thomas. Any family members you want to shout out that might hear this, since it's your debut appearance here on the show?
Oh yes, I'd like to make a shout out to my lovely fiance, my future wife, Zenobia Nash. Shout out to my kids, my grandson, my granddaughter. I forgot about him. I was so excited, forgot about him. But other than that, all the family, everybody, everybody have a good one, and thank y'all for listening.
Well said, guys. All three of you. Those are great final thoughts segments. Always love them when the holidays roll around. Thank you to Burt Morris, Mikal Donut, Duncan, and Thomas Goode for being on the Liquid Trucking Podcast today. Gentlemen, Merry Christmas, Merry Yule, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. If you're doing anything over the holiday season, have it be happy for you from the Liquid Trucking Podcast. Burt, Donut, and Thomas, we'll get you back on soon, all right? You guys take care. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back into the Liquid Trucking Podcast here with our Christmas episode. And we got a couple of special guys joining us today that haven't been here on the show for a little bit, so it's awesome to have them back. Please welcome first to the show, Nick Meyer. Nick, Merry Christmas to you and yours, man. Always a pleasure to have you here on the show.
Merry Christmas to you as well. It's great to be back, Marcus.
Thanks for being here. Jason Eisenman also joins us on the show today. Jason, Merry Christmas, man. How's everything going in your neck of the woods?
Going really good. Glad to be here, and Merry Christmas to you and everyone listening.
Thank you for that. Now, wanted to give you guys the opportunity. Obviously, you sent out a really cool holiday message a couple weeks ago when this show airs to the company, but I wanted to give you guys a chance to say something here on the show before we really get into what we're here to talk about today. Nick, do you have a Christmas message you'd like to put out to the drivers, the rest of the staff here as we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve on the Liquid Trucking Podcast?
Yeah, I'd just like to wish them all a Merry Christmas, to all our drivers at Keep America Moving. May your engines run smooth, your coffee hot, and your spirits bright. Enjoy your time home with loved ones and those still working. Thank you for your sacrifice.
And that was right off the top of your head there, wasn't it? That was really good.
Yeah, well, I've been listening to Christmas music the past 3 weeks, so I'm in the spirit.
Perfect. Jason, any message from you before we get moving here?
You know, you mentioned the annual holiday letter, and I'd echo a lot of that same thing. You know, work is a necessity, so we all have money to live and eat, but it's kind of a people first culture, and make sure you take the time. And today's a better time than any to enjoy that time with family and friends. And that's really it. It's people first.
Well said there, and a perfect spot for me to hit my Christmas logo sounder. And now we're on to something else. The reason I actually asked Nick and Jason to come here today. Jason, I got a question for you. Why does Santa love talking to truck drivers?
Yeah, yikes. I don't know.
Because they're the only people on Earth who understand the pressure of delivering 40 million packages overnight with no one appreciating it. How'd I do on my first dad joke?
That was pretty solid. You give a concrete company a run for their money there.
I don't know, Nick, if I asked you to put that between a 1 and a 10, the facial expression shows like 3.5, but what do you think?
Well, the better it is, the lower the number it is, right?
Yes, that's true. Well, I don't know how many of you drivers out there listening right now know this, but Jason here is a wealth of dad jokes. And if you've never had Jason hit you with a well-placed dad joke, you're missing out. Jason, I got to figure you just have a whole Rolodex of these things. Now, before I let you hit me with some of your festive dad jokes here, can you talk to me a little bit? I know you write these jokes, don't you? Like, these things come to you in your actual dad brain, and you come up with them. You're not just stealing material from other people.
Yeah, it's a combination of life. Some things you steal, and other things just come to you, and then people, I don't golf, but some people just throw one out there on the tee, and you got to swing and say it, and other times, the well runs dry like a 4-week-old Christmas tree.
You see what he did there. Nick, how often is Jason spouting dad jokes to you in the office?
Yeah, like at least one a day.
And I'm not even a multivitamin.
You see why we lined him up for this, guys. So, Jason, what do you have for me? You got some dad jokes that are season appropriate here, or just some dad jokes in general? I don't really care.
Well, we just got our first snow a couple weeks ago, and we got our snow in November this year. That's kind of a big deal for us because it's been kind of dry. Not like the jokes, but where I was going with that is we got to make some snowmen, and if Frosty had a bunch of money and he was going to store it somewhere, where would he store it?
In his top hat?
In a snowbank?
Snowbank. There you go.
Nick got it. Nick got it. Wow. I feel like that deserves a round of applause. A snowbank. See, I'm not a dad, so I can't hang with you guys here. I don't have the knowledge. What else you got? Anything else for us, Jason?
Well, I mean, I have lots of stuff, but if you were a Christmas tree and you were going out for a night on the town, what would you have to do?
A Christmas tree going out for a night on the town. I'm going to really think this one through.
Well, don't overthink it. That takes a little bit of the fun out. And likewise for even coming up with dad jokes, a lot of the times it's better on the fly, even though I don't fly. But the answer is you're definitely going to have to spruce up if you're a Christmas tree
yes.
going out for a night on the town.
He's right with not overthinking it too, because I was onto lights and all sorts of stuff, stars, you know. Okay. I like this, Jason. See, I would enjoy one of these I would look at you like my Far Side calendar. You know, you ever have one of those Far Side calendars where every day is a different little Far Side comic? You could be just the dad joke guy. Have you ever thought about maybe putting together a calendar of your own jokes and marketing it?
No, I do have quite a bit of fun with the dad jokes, you know, but it's never been anything more than just trying to lighten up the day, you know, like, I don't know. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens in the world, which parlays, not like in any sort of gambling or anything, but parlays into the next dad joke, which is, what did one angry Christmas tree say to the other tree?
I'm at a complete loss. Nick, do you have anything?
I'm waiting for the answer here.
Well, it's easy, you know, you got to lighten up a little, so lighten up. And you know, another dad joke, this isn't as Christmassy, but I'm always telling folks to keep it light like mayo.
Keep it like you know what? I've got a sounder here that I want to play for the dad jokes because I feel like it's the sound that plays in everybody's mind when you hear it, because you're happy, but you're also like, cringy, right? That's the dad joke. I feel like I don't know why, but that's the sound of a good dad joke, Jason.
Well, and just to clarify a little, I actually specialize in bad dad jokes. I take great pleasure in telling bad dad jokes and just looking at the shock and amusement and frustration on someone's face when they can't really tell if they want to, like squeeze my neck or walk away.
You know, I've got one in that vein, and I might have told you guys this before, but my go-to dad joke has always been when somebody asks, and I kind of feel the same way, Jason. I am the worse they are, the better. So I'm going to watch Nick here because I've got Nick on video right now. So I'm going to look directly into his eyes when I tell this joke, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit Christmassy, even though it's not normally. So Nick, 2 Christmas muffins are in an oven. One muffin looks at the other one and he goes, "God damn, it's hot in here." The other muffin goes, "Oh my God, a talking muffin." There was a second there. There was a second there. Face died and then he smiled, which is what you want, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I would hear in the office here. So
there you go. Right.
Good job.
Thank you. I came up with just a couple more here. Actually, I'm only going to tell you one. I hit black ice on I-80 and prayed for traction. Suddenly, 8 tiny reindeer appeared, not to help, just to judge my driving like they've never fishtailed a sleigh before. Yeah, that one was really bad. That one was really bad. Yeah.
I bet our drivers have a ton of jokes.
They do. Not always available for air, unfortunately. But yeah, they got a lot of them. Jason, before we move on to our Christmas wish list here, anything else you want to go with? You want to toss any of these over my bow before we move on here?
The only thing I had was, Santa's sleigh is driven by a reindeer, but if it were driven by ducks, what would you call it?
A playoff contending football team?
A
A Christmas quacker?
Oh, Christmas quack. Okay, again. I love it. It feels so good. Oh, I love it. Jason, thank you so much, man. And of course, if you're in the mood for a good dad joke and you happen to be through the Plattsmouth terminal, just go stop by Jason's office real quick. He's got one in the pocket for you there.
sure does.
And by the way, if you've got your own dad jokes, feel free to email us, podcast@liquidtrucking.com. We will definitely share them here on the show. Nick, I tasked you with maybe finding some wish list items for drivers. You and I kind of went at this together. Now, I know it's Christmas Eve, and that typically means we're probably a little bit late with the wish list here for drivers. But what I was thinking was maybe some of you, like the ones who've come on this show recently, have some Drive for Gold points stacking up. And maybe you're just sitting here waiting or looking for a way to spend them. So, Nick, what would you think about going through a few things here? I don't know how many things you've got. I've got a whole list of stuff here, and I can just kind of kick us off if you want.
Sure. And go ahead. I could talk all day about stuff that truck drivers buy. So
Okay. All right, cool. Well, the first thing I came up with here is the Voyager 5200 noise canceling Bluetooth headset. As a podcaster who talks to a lot of drivers that are on their headsets, my only wish in the world is that all of them were noise canceling, because you all sound really good. It's just the other sounds that we get coming in. And these noise canceling headsets are awesome. They're pretty well priced too. I was pretty surprised to see these sit between $70 and $100, but I also saw some times where they're on sale for like 20 or 25% off. You can get them even cheaper than that. So that's my first go at it. I know a lot of this is going to be stuff we've talked about in his wish list before, but the technology always gets better. And the Voyager 5200 has a 4.2 star rating at Best Buy. So pretty well reviewed piece of equipment there. Check it out once again, the Voyager 5200 noise canceling Bluetooth headset.
If I could,
After that, oh yes, Jason, please.
if you talk to my wife, who I've been married to for over 20 years, I've been wearing the wife canceling 9000 for many of those years. So
That's what I like. He's still gonna hit us with the dad jokes, even if we're onto a different thing. That's great. You got anything for me there, Nick?
yeah, I say one of the newer things that I've seen some guys have now are sunglasses with audio and Bluetooth with a mic built in.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's their new headset with their sunglasses.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean it's really neat and
we need
go
serious-
cheap and really expensive.
we need serious feedback on that. I've been looking at buying one of those. So if anybody's got some that are really working out there on the road, we need industry feedback.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, drivers. Send us in your feedback if you're rocking one of those new spiffy pairs of shades that's got all the tech built into them. We'd love to hear what you think about it. podcast@liquidtrucking.com. Something a little practical here, Nick. You know, obviously technology in trucking is a fun thing to look at. There's always new gadgets coming out. This one is more of like a bread and butter type thing here. I'm talking about a rechargeable headlamp or work light here. The one that I'm looking at is the Milwaukee Red Lithium USB hard hat headlamp. It will fit a regular over a regular hard hat. It will also fit over your hat. It's adjustable. Perfect for nighttime pre-trips, chaining up, walking the yard. Around $60 for this thing, but this is for you if you're sick of holding a flashlight. Okay, I know everybody depends on a nice, good flashlight out there, but if you're like me and want something a little more hands-free, this Milwaukee Red Lithium USB hard hat rechargeable headlamp is a good idea. What you got next, Nick?
That's a great idea, especially one that fits a hard hat. because a lot of the lights are made for baseball caps, but we use a lot of PPE here. That's a great plug. I like that. Another important thing for all truck drivers is a good phone mount. With the hands-free stuff now, it's important because a lot of our guys use the GPS on their phone. And having a good mount that doesn't vibrate or shake, that's important.
Yeah, it really is. And let me tell you anecdotally, my phone mount in my truck sucks and it drops my phone out of it at the most inopportune times. Like, driving around a real congested parking lot with everybody, Costco parking lot is where my phone loves to fall between the cracks of my seats. And you don't want that happening when you're cruising down the road with 80,000 on your back. It's a bad deal. So great suggestion there. How about a health and fitness hygiene kit? It's kind of a do-it-yourself type thing here. They have resistance bands and compact workout gear that you can get for next to nothing. And resistance bands, as Dr. Mark Manera has told us before on this podcast, are a great way to get some just in-the-seat workouts done while you're, taking your 30-minute break, or maybe you're parked for a little bit waiting on an unload. Resistance bands, you can work with them just sitting in your seat there. And then a truck stop shower kit along with it, kind of like your workout and your toiletries all in that same kit. Good flip-flops and a decent towel in that kit are something I would recommend, just based on anecdotes that I've heard from you guys. But
soap on a rope as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, and do keep that rope looped around your wrists, okay? I hear you don't want to drop that soap anywhere that you're at. That was not a very Christmas-appropriate joke for me to say, and I'm sorry, Nick, but on to the next item.
Yeah, so following that, more on the driver's health, I guess, a popular item is compression socks. Oh, because you're in one spot for hours and hours, and to help with the circulation. I see a lot of guys using the compression socks. So that's a good stocking stuffer right there.
Absolutely. And then next year, you can take the compression socks and hang them from the mantle, and they can be your stocking for you to put a new pair of compression socks in, right? Something that so many drivers have told me, Nick, that they swear by, especially during the winter, and it's got to be just a mainstay on every truck driver's wish list, is a heated travel blanket. The one I'm looking at here is called Stalwart. It's a 12-volt heated travel blanket. It plugs into the 12-volt outlet with a long cord, made for cars, trucks, RVs. Gift guides for 2025 are calling out heated gear and warm layers for everybody that's outside. This is a popular deal this year. And believe it or not, you can get one of these blankets for like 25 to 40 bucks. They're really not that expensive. And I've talked to Polar Bear, you talked to Matt Cleach, you talked to Mike Stanfield, these guys that come on the podcast a lot. They're always talking about, with their winter prep kits, having a heated blanket in there because sometimes these nights get cold. Am I right, Nick?
You are right. You are right. And that, something happens with your truck and it won't start, but you have power. I mean, those things can really help you.
Absolutely. I think we got a pretty good wish list here, but just in case you have one more thing that you want to put on before we wrap up here, Nick, anything else?
Yeah, I want to talk about a stocking stuffer that you can get for a truck driver from our very own Redbeard, Mike Stanfield. He has some cool keychains and knives as well. So definitely hit him up on Facebook. He has some good stocking stuffers.
He does, and I want to give you guys an idea of what his actual, what the actual business is called that he's got. He's got a really cool name, and right now it's just Get to the Point.
Get to the point.
Get to the point. Check him out at Get to the Point. He'll also sharpen your knives for you. Mike's got a lot of great stuff going on. I love that so much. Nick and Jason, this has been great, guys. I really appreciate you both coming on. Before we let you go, last thoughts for our drivers out there listening. Nick, we'll start with you. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate the time.
Thank you. And just happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all our employees and our truck drivers. Thanks for being out there working when a lot of people are home with their families. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well said, Nick. Always appreciate the time. Thank you very much for being here. Jason Eisenman, thank you for joining us for the Christmas special here. Final thoughts from you before we let you go today.
Final thoughts are, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holiday season with family. Appreciate everybody out there doing what they do, company wide, not just to the drivers, but I always say there's so many really cool people doing really cool things in all corners of this place. It's easy to forget about, how much it takes a team effort from, everybody on the road and not on the road. So big thanks to everybody and a big happy holidays to everybody.
Well said from you there, Jason, as well. Thank you so much for the time. We'll be right back to wrap up our Christmas special here on the Liquid Trucking Podcast. All right, Liquid Trucking, it's time for us to officially wrap up our Christmas special here on the Liquid Trucking Podcast. It's been a pleasure having you all here with us today. I've had a lot of fun talking to Burt, Donut, and Thomas, as well as Nick and Jason from the Plattsmouth Terminal. The dad jokes were heavy this time, okay? And we also put up one heck of a wish list for you guys to check out there. If you're interested in any of that stuff, you want links to it, go ahead and shoot me an email, podcast@liquidtrucking.com, and I will send you links to anything that you want to see. Big thanks to everybody who joined the show today. Big thanks to all of you drivers out there and terminal staff and wash staff and shop staff. I mean, the list goes on. We want to wish a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule, whatever it is that you're celebrating at this time of year. We want you to have a great celebration and be safe and get to really spend some time with those of your loved ones that are going to be around. If you're out there on the road this Christmas, we appreciate you greatly. There's no end to how much we appreciate what you do. And we just also want you to get home safely when it is time to come home. So please, Liquid Trucking, have a happy Christmas, have happy holidays, have merry holidays. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This has been a long episode, okay? Sometimes he's taken out of me, and I kind of go stream of consciousness. So we're like a minute and a half from Marcus completely losing all train of thought here. Understand that. But I want to make sure and get a couple last things in before we go. Liquid Trucking has an awesome podcast website for us, and that's where you can find all of the info about this podcast, who's on it, what we're talking about, and more. Podcast.liquidtrucking.com. And again, my email address, podcast@liquidtrucking.com. If you got any Christmas wishes, send them my way. I'd love to see them. Merry Christmas. And I would say Happy New Year's, but we're going to talk to you before that because we got another episode coming around the bend next Wednesday. Stay safe out there, Liquid drivers. Keep the shiny side up, and happy holidays from all of us here at the Liquid Trucking Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in and being the gold standard of drivers on the road. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and tune in next week for another episode of the Liquid Trucking Podcast.
Interested in finding out more about what it takes to bring a podcast like the Liquid Trucking Podcast to your fleet? Bulldog provides tailor-made top-to-bottom podcast production services. We'll meet your terminal staff, connect with your drivers, and bring you the content you want your drivers to hear. Type bulldog.works into your browser to connect with us and learn more about what we can do for your fleet. That's bulldog.works for podcasts, tenacious recruiting, and more.